Are you thinking about getting a divorce? There's one big advantage you can get for yourself at the beginning of a divorce if this is what you're contemplating. Do you know what that advantage is? Hi, I'm attorney Brent Boyer from ADAM, the American Divorce Association for Men. I've helped lots of people just like you, lots of men get through divorce. I've been doing divorce work for over 25 years. And we had this issue come up recently. What can you do? What's your big advantage at the beginning of a divorce that you can get for yourself? The advantage is do not move out of the house. Big mistake that men make at the beginning of a divorce is they move out. There's really no reason. Most of the time they just leave. There's no domestic violence going on. There's no craziness. They just up and move out of the house with no plan and no agreement. And especially if there's children, this will cause nothing but trouble for them the whole time. It's things that really even we can't fix, and we're experts. You know, the idea is you move out, now you're dealing with issues with the bills, with getting bills paid, with being vulnerable to having to pay child support. You know, we had a client recently, he had moved out, he had little kids. There was really no reason for him to move out. They just weren't getting along and it was kind of uncomfortable being there. And moved out, no plan, no divorce case filed yet. So then his wife files for divorce, gets a court order for him to pay child support. Now he's paying child support and responsible for all the bills, because the bills, of course, don't go away. And then he's also having to fight about when he's going to see his kids. His wife starts playing games with when he can see the kids. So now he's got custody and parenting time type of issues going on, and craziness with the school for the kids and all sorts of things, because his wife is just interfering with everything that she can. And all these problems would have been avoided had he been living together at the beginning of the divorce. Doesn't mean you have to live together forever, of course, but you need a plan before you're going to move out. So the mistake people make that you want to avoid is this idea of moving out with no plan. Causes trouble with the kids, causes trouble with the bills, causes trouble with your personal property. You know, we had a client that had moved out, really no reason. He was gone, he found out his wife had been selling some of his stuff at a garage sale behind his back, had been destroying some of his things, and just being vindictive and being difficult about stuff. It's no good. You don't need it. Definitely something you want to avoid. We had a client who had found out his wife was having a boyfriend come into the house. The kids are still at the house. His boyfriend's around. And of course, he doesn't know because he's not at the house. So moving out without a plan, never a good idea. So if this is an option for you in your divorce case, if you're still living together, if you're at the beginning stages, especially if nobody's filed yet, you're going to want to stay put. Don't move out until there's a plan. Staying put can help you with your children, with bills, with what's going on at the house, with knowing what's happening with your stuff, and with just keeping an eye on things. Out of sight, out of mind. It's a problem if you're not there. You want to be staying put if you can, of course. Sometimes there's no way, and that's understandable. Sometimes you got to be living elsewhere. Even then, you could make a plan before you move out. You want to use moving out as leverage. You're not going to have any leverage to negotiate anything if you've already moved out. So you'd want to do all that first. Hopefully that helps. Thanks.